done in a very well dispersed manner, I would say.
Sebenarnya pelajar yang cemerlang pun rasa takut juga sebenarnya. Sama je dia perasaan tu sama bila duduk dalam grup. Kena ada berbeza background, berbeza pengetahuan, level tu berbeza-beza kan. Macam yang tadi you ada cakap, dia ego. Yang seorang mungkin dalam grup you tu ada seorang yang tak pandai sangat kan, tapi dia rajin. Ada seorang lagi tu dia research information. Kan nampak benda tu saling melengkapi sebenarnya. Itu poin yang pertama kan, yang saya nak cakap kat sini apa? Bila saya duduk dalam satu grup tu, bila ada satu permasalahan yang baru dibagi, contoh kes study baru, sebenarnya kita kena assume semua orang tak tahu pun. Semua orang tak tahu, semua orang new dengan benda tu. Jadi siapa yang rajin, siapa yang struggle, siapa yang berusaha sungguh-sungguh, dia yang dapat sebenarnya. So rasa yang pentingnya sekarang minta lecturer tu tolong bagi motivation kepada yang rasa kurang nak menonjol tu. Contohnya dekat dalam e-learning kan, dekat dalam e-learning, just e-learning tu kita kadang-kadang tak tahu, tak letak muka, tak letak gambar, kita tak bersuara, just kita type je, kita suarakan, students boleh suarakan dia punya pendapat lalu e-learning. Dari kat situ tak adalah siapa nak gaduh ke apa je, gaduh pun gaduh sekadar di alam maya. Sekadar nak sakit hati pun di alam maya je pun kan. Okay.
Virtual fighting.
Nanti Elias tengah bingung kenapa semua gelap.
It's okay.
Interpreted for you.
Sorry, yeah, he's doing the job. Thanks.
So itu dekat e-learning. Satu lagi reflection journal. Dengan reflection journal tu sebenarnya kan, kalau saya dengan kawan-kawan saya, insyaAllah kami akan buat reflection journal tu dengan jujur dan seikhlas hati. Percayalah. Daripada situ nanti lecturer boleh evaluate dan cari penyelesaian untuk merapatkan lagi jurang yang ada. Kan ada Johari Bindul kan, unknown region tu kita sempitkan lagi unknown region, kita buka lagi yang known region tu.
Katanya ada juga yang berdrama depan lecturer. Ada? First year. I see.
First year mungkin. Okay, so tentu.
First year masih you first year?
No, not for that.
They're getting smarter.
Okay. Lecturer bagi semangat reflection journal. Satu lagi peer rating. Peer rating. Kan ada 4 orang kan. Lepas tu jawab dengan jujur lah dalam grup tu macam mana nak memperbaiki grup. Refer kepada kami punya goal, mission dengan vision group. Bila semua dah clear, bila semua dah terang, waktu tu baru sama-sama saling tolong-menolong. Sebab apa yang grup kami aplikasikan, memang ada yang pandai, ada excellent. Student tu dia nak dekat dengan 4 flat. Dia excellent lah. Tapi dia sangat helpful. Sangat-sangat membantu. Kalau saya lambat, okey tak apa, kita semua down, kita sama-sama. Susah sama-sama, senang sama-sama. Tapi nak buat dia rasa susah sama-sama, senang sama-sama tu bergantung kepada siapa yang bagi benda tu. Maksudnya lecturer kena betul-betul pasak. Susah sama-sama, senang sama-sama. Itu yang penting sebenarnya.
One quick question, maybe on the more practical side, yeah? So I'm convinced. Let's do PBL. So perhaps from your experience, what can you advise or what kind of advice you can offer to us to soften the impact even in the beginning, rather than, we mentioned about the graph when it goes down. Our role is try to minimize the length of the time, and then hopefully, you have a shorter time so that you can bounce up quickly. So anything from your experience maybe that you can help us, maybe 2 or 3 specific points. What do we need to do better, perhaps? Thank you.
Actually, first case study was the most terrible time for the students. Okay. And it even worse if they have nothing experience on TBL previously. First case study. Okay, what you can do to reduce the length of the shock and resistance is that they need more guidance, more direct facilitations, more hints on how to solve the case study. Or even during the problem restatement, you have to tell them whether what they find out, what need to be solved is correct or not. Okay. Sometimes students go off track they're looking for something that are not required. So I think it's fair for the first case study. You just tell them, okay, this is not required. This is not that what we are looking for, and correct them, and let them learn independently, step by step.
I think that since first year itself, as for lecturers, they should already be chasing their students to join more societies and all these things, because from my experience, is from the societies and all these extracurricular activities, we'll build up all the generic skills, which comes really handy when I come across this PBL. It's from these societies that I join, whereby I learn how to work in a team, really how to communicate, how to listen to other people. It's not just as easy as sitting down there and listen. When we feel that we are more superior than others, we listen, but the things just slip through our mind. It doesn't process. But it is from the societies itself I really appreciate, whereby I learn how to really acknowledge everyone's ideas, regardless of what are their backgrounds. That's the skill, that's the insights that the students really need in order for them to cooperate in the groups, in order for the less bright students to start shining in the group. And one more thing is that how they really, in this PBL, there are a lot of presentations and all this Q&A, whereby the students who are really especially I would say that they are not really comfortable with the command of English. They couldn't present well. They are the one who's having sleepless night before that. They fear that they couldn't present well. When Q&A, they couldn't understand well. They couldn't answer well. But if in the societies, all these things, whereby they have this approach with all the other outside peoples, where they've been brushing up their communication skills all this while, this should give them an aid in these things. Whereby I believe since first year, as a uni students should be chased by this, because when we especially taking myself into the context, when I enter first year in universities, what I've thought of is just scoring the best CGPA, go out with 2 medals hanging on my neck during my convocations. But it is my senior that brought me into this society, that brings me and show me the true goodies of the joining these things, the skills, the importance of the generic skills. Because all this while we've been when we go out looking at other overseas students, we will feel inferior to them. But actually, we study the same books as them. We take their questions, their exam questions is not so much harder than us. We are actually the same. We have the same knowledge. It's just that we do not know how to express it. That brings us down. It's not that we are not capable. It's just that we are shy to do so. But if the students have the capability of overcoming these things, it will certainly help them not only in their studies and also I believe in their personal development as well.
Thank you to Engineer Yeo and Engineer Zamri, Dr. Ilyas. You're not Professor. So Engineer Farida and Engineer Nur Fazira. Right.